What is going on, everybody? Mike Strauss back with another interview. This time, Mr. Jalin, the Tarantula Turner. Very exciting young fighter. He has a big fight coming up here at UFC 236. Before we get to that, though, you guys know you can find my work at bjpenn.com, Low Kick, Cage Side Press, and of course my YouTube channel, Mike Strauss, Mike MMA. All right, now back to the reason you're listening to me in the first place, my conversation with the Tarantula, Jalin Turner. Enjoy. I want to welcome Jalin, the Tarantula Turner, to the show. He is a very exciting young fighter. He's 23 years old, and he has a fight coming up here at UFC 236. What is going on, man?
Not much, man. On the road, this morning.
Well, thanks for doing this. You do have a big fight coming up here against Matt Fravol at UFC 236 here, April 13th. Now, you're scheduled to headline the prelim here on ESPN, man. Of course, things could change, but that's pretty much the biggest spot that you could be in, right? I mean, how do you feel?
No, I feel pretty good. I just feel like everything is pretty, it's everything that I've been working for, and I just can't wait to go put on this show and showcase what I can do and have fun. If you have a plan and you map it out and you follow through with it, you should expect things that come with executing that plan.
For sure. Now, speaking of your training, man, did you change anything up for this, or did you kind of just keep everything the same, or?
Yeah, I kept everything the same. Nothing changed too much. I did a little bit more strength conditioning for this camp. Started doing that after before my last fight, my last training camp. I love the difference I felt. So I just implemented that a little bit more. Got a little bit more serious about that. And everything else, my striking, sparring, everything, it all stayed the same, stayed consistent. I didn't get out of shape, so there was no need to add on any extras or anything.
No, I mean, you're only 23 years old, right? But you've already, you've already competed at Bama. You're a two-time Bellator vet, and then here you are getting ready for your third UFC fight, man. I mean, are you surprised even at how quickly that your MMA career has taken off?
No, not at all. I actually think it took a little too long. Yeah, but my goal when I started, since I didn't go to college, I told myself I wanted to give myself 4 years to fight for a big promotion. And I started. I think I fought for Bellator my 5th year, and it all paid off. And then I ended up getting into the UFC the following year. So it's all worked out. I've only been doing MMA 6 years of my life. 23 years old. I'll be 24 in May. And I don't want to do this forever. I want to have a decent career, give it a good run, become a champion, make my money, and fall out. And just have. I want to have a reason not to fight for the rest of my life. A lot of fighters get caught up in staying in it, and they love it so much. And I love it. Don't get me wrong, but I still want to have other adventures after my career is over in mixed martial arts.
No, I 100% feel you, man. I love the game too, but I do have other interests as well. So, I feel you, man. But that's cool because you're such a young cat, but you already have your plan B and plan C figured out. So, you can tell that you have a good head on your shoulders, man, at such a young age. So, hats off to you. Now, you're 6'3", dude, and you make 155 pounds. Just how do you do that?
It's a little bit of a process, but it's not bad. I actually went to the UFC Performance Institute and I did my whole body mass testing, and they said it's ideal that I fight at 155 because I have 160 pounds of lean muscle mass on me. So people are like, "Oh, why don't you fight at 170?" I'm like, dude, those dudes are big. They're cutting from 200. And I walk around at the heaviest 180, 185 now. So. It's not ideal for me. I'm still going to be outmatched. And, that's just how the game is, as much of an advantage as it can get. So, got to cut the weight.
You're absolutely right. And, I don't know if you watched the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, but he just had a couple of guys from the UFC Performance Institute in there with Forrest Griffin, and they were talking about it. And I haven't had a chance to go out there yet, but, it looks like it's just a ridiculous facility, man. Have you just been there the once, or have you gone back there a couple times?
I've been there a couple times. I've been there, I think, about 4 times now.
Wow. It's just a crazy place, right?
Yeah, I love it. I love it there. I actually was considering moving to Vegas just for the Performance Institute, but I'm a California kid, so I just can't leave California.
No, I feel you, man. That's super close though. Anyway, right? I mean, you know, it's nothing for you to go to Vegas for a little bit.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 hours, so not that bad.
Yeah, you could do that a day. Now, do you think maybe as you get older and as your body changes, do you think the welterweight might be something in your future, or you're gonna cross that bridge when you get there?
I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get there, but I do see myself fighting the welterweight. Like, I think there's some fun matches in the future for me up there, but for the time being, my goal is to become a lightweight champion, and see how everything plays out after that once I get older.
So, man, I was taking a look at some of your earlier fights, man, and one thing I noticed is if I was to call you a fast starter, that would be an understatement, dude. You have finished 3 fights in less than 1 minute, and all 8 of your wins have came in the first round. I mean, octagon time is overrated for you, huh?
We don't get paid that around. I can't, I just got magic in the first round or something. I don't know what it is.
Certain fighters, like every punch they're throwing to finish a fight, but you don't look like that. You have technique. You're a very much more cerebral fighter, yet you still are managing to finish guys in the first round. Is that something that you see a lot in your buildup as you get closer, like in your training, as you get closer to the fight?
The more I study the guy, the more I start seeing openings, and I start following patterns, and then I start seeing like, okay, here's my opportunity to throw something. Here's my reaction time. Here's where I can capitalize on things. And then when I go into the fight, I just start seeing those openings, and I'm like, all right, boom, target. Like, I just lock on, and I just send my missile off, and it lands. It's target every time, and some people are tougher than others. And they walk through it, and then some people just fold after the first punch.
Yeah, indeed. Well, man, it's gonna be a fun fight because Matt Frivola, he is a super super durable guy, and you're just a highlight. So this is gonna be a very interesting contest, man. UFC 236. The UFC thinks so too because they're gonna feature your fight as the prelim headliner on ESPN. So they got high hopes for you as well, my man. I want to give you some time here to shout out your coaches, teammates, whatever you'd like. The floor is yours, Jalin.
Shout out to my jiu-jitsu professor, Sharon Reeves, Carlson Gracie. Shout out to Anthony Gonzalez. Thank you for helping me out with all my striking. And Jason Burrell, thank you for all the striking help. Iridium Sports Agency, all my sponsors, Turf House, Citizens Water Company, the Fighter Diet. All you guys supported me so much. That's it. I think that's about everybody I can think of off the top of my head.
Very cool. You're a Carlson Gracie guy. I used to train at a Carlson Gracie gym here in Illinois, in Chicago, shoot, before my son was born. So about eight years ago.
Nice.
I was only there for a couple years, man. Blue belt, nothing special, dude. Nothing special at all. But yeah, I guess that makes us a little like Carlson Gracie brothers, right?
Oh, yeah, we're brothers now, yeah.
Well, I appreciate your time, man. I know that, as you get closer, it's just going to be a whirlwind for you. So thank you so much, man. And I'll be pulling for you here.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you. Thank you.